Hi guys, happy Sunday. I can't believe that next week is Christmas already.
Therefore, the hat.
Remember to book your loads on Thursday the 23rd to take you through the weekend so you don't get stuck. So today I want to talk about the logistics chain. In particular, I want to give you some insight into how the rates you get as an owner-operator or a carrier trickle down to you from the rates set by the shipper or manufacturer. Ready? Let's go.
Okay, that will be enough of that.
Okay, so let's start with the key players of the logistics chain. So first there's you. You're the one who has the truck if you're an owner-operator or a carrier. Then there's the shipper or manufacturer. This is the person who has the freight that needs to be moved out. Then there's the receiver. The receiver is the person who needs that freight to be delivered to them. And finally, there is the broker, and this is the middleman between the shipper or manufacturer and the carrier. How does it all come together? Let's say that this shipper has to ship out palletized packaging material to this receiver that is 1,000 miles away. This shipper is willing to pay $3,000 to transport this freight from the shipper to the receiver. But because the shipper is so busy doing other things, they enlist the help of the broker to actually find a truck to transport their load to the receiver. Now, there isn't just one broker the shipper works with. They have usually dozens of brokers who work with this shipper. So what happens? Well, these brokers, all of these dozens of brokers are now competing for this load, which means
bidding war.
So after the bidding war starts going on, this broker right here wins the bid at $2,500 for this load, which means that now instead of the shipper having to pay $3,000, which was his budget, he's paying $2,500 to transport this load from his location to the receiver's location. Now the broker starts looking at this load right here and starts thinking, okay, it's $2,500 and he really wants to make $500 on this load. So he is going to post this $2,500 load for $2,000 on the load board. Now you as a carrier see this load posted, it's $2,000, 1,000 miles, looks pretty interesting, but the rate is too low, so you start negotiating to $2,300. That's what you need in order to move this load. But the broker doesn't like that, because if he's giving you $2,300, that means that instead of $500, he's now earning $200. So the phrase that you will often hear is,
sorry, all I have in this one is $2,100. I'm pretty much giving away all my money here.
yeah, right. Now let's talk about the important part, which is this, guys, the broker's weakness, because this will help you negotiate. The broker's weakness is his customer, because brokers make their money on the quantity of loads they sell. So the more customers they have, the more customers are happy with this broker, the more loads he gets to sell to trucking companies. And how do you keep a shipper or manufacturer happy? You find good trucks to transport their freight safely from their location to the receiver. What does this mean for you? Well, it means that when the market is like it is today, where there are not enough trucks to transport all the freight that is coming out, you have the power to wait. So let's look at this example. The load was posted for $2,000, even though we know that the shipper is paying $2,500. Now, when you started negotiating with the broker for the $2,300, he came back saying that all he has in this load is $2,100, right? Now, let's say you decided to politely decline and decided to wait for a better load to come out. The broker starts realizing,
crap, no one wants to move my load at this rate and I'm going to lose my customer. Damn, I have to increase my rate now.
So all of a sudden you get a call from this broker saying that, you know what, I managed to get my customer to increase the rate to $2,300, just like you were asking for, as long as you can move this load. And you get the rate you wanted all along, because this guy is afraid of losing his customer and he knows he has more money to offer. Now, this is just an example, but let me tell you a real story that happened to me last week on our new company with the dry van. I called a broker, there was a load posted for $1,200, a one-day load. So I called the broker and I asked for $1,600 on that load. And the broker says,
"Nah, we don't have that much in it, and plus, you're new, you're not even set up with us."
"Fine, then thank you and get lost." Of course, I didn't say that. I politely told them that unfortunately, we will have to pass on this load. After a little bit of searching, I ended up finding a load that paid $1,585 for a one-day load. Not quite the $1,600 I was looking for, but also the miles were less. And all of a sudden, I get an email from the broker.
"We can do $1,600 if you move this load for us."
Yep, it was the very same broker that said that we're too new and not set up yet and used that as an excuse to lowball us. Now, of course, I didn't end up taking that load because I had already booked another load, but that's not the point. The point here is if you're willing to wait in the right market conditions, all of a sudden, brokers start magically finding more cash to give you to transport their load. But now you know exactly how it works, so it's not magic at all. It's just a game they're playing. Now a disclaimer, does waiting work everywhere? No, it really depends on where you are in the United States and what kind of trailer you are hauling. I will teach you about general market trends in a later video. So I hope you found this video helpful and I hope you learned something new here that you can use to negotiate better rates. As a reminder, if you have any general questions about the trucking industry, please feel free to email me right here. This is the email and I will try to respond within 24 hours at most. And of course, we're still looking for a company driver and owner-operators to lease on. Company drivers start at 70 cents per mile on all miles, odometer readings, and owner-operators with their own truck and trailer make 75% of gross. If you're interested, or maybe you know someone who's interested, feel free to text or call me using this number right here. I'll see you guys in the next video.